Welcome to our channel Element Top 10. We hope you will enjoy watching our channel. We will start with a top 10 list about the biggest airplanes in the world. Number 10. The Airbus A380. It is one of the priciest aircraft ever constructed, costing over €300 million each. The massive double-decker will carry more than 800 passengers when only economy seats are used. People stand and gaze when an A380 lands anyplace. The anticipation for the A380's the very first commercial flight in 2007 is at an all-time high. Airbus predicts that the new mega-aircraft can sell 1,200 units in the first 20 years, indicating that it has tremendous potential. It is one of the priciest aircraft ever constructed, costing over €300 million each. The massive double-decker will carry more than 800 passengers when only economy seats are used. People stand and gaze when an A380 lands anyplace. The Airbus A380 can travel at speeds of more than 1,000 km per hour. However, the Boeing 777, 905 km per hour. The coronavirus outbreak that occurred in late 2019 in China and in March of last year in the West expedited the demise of the A380. Airlines that lost almost all of their customers no longer used the jet, which had a capacity for 550 passengers on average. Number 9. Boeing C-17 Globemaster III. The coronavirus outbreak that occurred in late 2019 in China and in March of last year in the West expedited the demise of the A380. Airlines that lost almost all of their customers no longer used the jet, which had a capacity for 550 passengers on average. A strategic transport aircraft with the ability to deliver cargo close to a conflict area is the C-17 Globemaster III. Due to the rising need for air mobility, particularly for large or heavy non-palletized outsized freight, American mechanized weapons and equipment have grown in size and weight over the previous few decades. Its length is 53 meters feet, and the average percentage of composite materials employed is roughly 8%. Its wingspan is 51.77 meters 10 inches. Number 8. Boeing 747. However, it only scratches the surface of what the Queen of the Skies has accomplished. The Dream Lifter is already there. In addition to serving as the biggest passenger and cargo aircraft in the world, Air Force One, a military airborne command center, and a space shuttle and infrared telescope pilot for NASA, more than 1,500 Boeing 747s have been manufactured. Even Iron Maiden owns an Air Force One. Airlines are gradually replacing the aircraft with single-aisle versions since they can now fly with enough range to cross oceans. As the only four-engine jumbo jet in full production in the U.S., the Boeing 747 still has a few years to go. Number 7. Airbus Beluga XL. This plane probably looks familiar to you. This plane looks very much like the plane we started with. It is also one of the planes made by Airbus. The modified Airbus A330-200 has a very specific and, for aircraft manufacturers, essential job. The Beluga XL is by no means an exercise in designers showing off what they are capable of. The cockpit is lowered, and the head of the Beluga XL is visibly convex. The incredible design is necessary to accommodate a sizable, movable cargo door. A cargo bay up to 45 meters long and more than 8 meters in diameter is visible when the Beluga opens its beak. The freight plane can transport loads weighing up to more than 50,000 pounds and is more than 63 meters long and about 20 meters tall. From wingtip to wingtip, the Beluga measures just over 60 meters. Number 6. Ilyushin Tu-76. The Ilyushin 76 is the most popular cargo aircraft in the history of air transport. Originally designed as a military aircraft, its civilian variants, the IL-76T and IL-76TD, are widely used, with unique capabilities to transport heavy loads to remote areas. If you need to transport outsized or unusually heavy items, the Russian-designed Ilyushin 76 is the aircraft of choice. Since its launch in the late 1960s, this four-engine turbofan airliner has been used as a commercial and military cargo plane as well as emergency transport for humanitarian aid and disaster relief. Number 5. Boeing B-52 Stratofortress. The B-52H is the long-range huge payload bomber operated by the United States Air Force, USAF, sometimes known as the Stratofortress or the Buff, Big Ugly Fat Guy. It is the primary strategic nuclear and conventional weapon system used by the USAF to assist surface and anti-submarine warfare operations by the U.S. Navy. With a length of 48.5 meters and a takeoff weight of 220,000 kilograms, the B-52H is a very big airplane. Most of the flying load is supported by its all-metal skin. How many B-52s remain in service? Since 1955, the B-52 has been in use by the USAF. At the beginning of 2022, there were 72 aircraft in the inventory. 58 of them were used by the active forces, 2nd Bomb Wing and 5th Bomb Wing, 18 by the reserve forces, 307th Bomb Wing, and about 12 were kept in long-term storage at the Davis-Monthan AFB Boneyard. Number 4. Antonov An-124 Ruslan. Here is another big monster. From the name you could kind of expect it. This plane was built by the Russians. This huge plane is the largest military plane ever built. It has a wingspan of 73 meters, a length of 69 meters and a height of 21 meters. This plane is not heavily produced, as it has only been built 55 times and cost $100 million to build. Number 3. Boeing 747 Dreamlifter. The Boeing 747 Dreamlifter is the world's largest freight aircraft and unquestionably one of the most eye-catching. It is also one of the rarest cargo aircraft in the world with only 4 examples. This enormous airplane was created by Boeing to transfer materials for its 787 Dreamliner from international suppliers to its American plants. That's why the Dreamlifter is such an enormous aircraft. At 65,000 cubic feet, the Dreamlifter has the largest cargo hold in the world, capable of carrying 3 times the volume of a 747-400F cargo plane. Boeing's 4 Dreamlifters also use the world's longest cargo loader and can carry loads of up to 125 tons. Number 2. The Lockheed C-5 Galaxy. The C-5 Galaxy is a military transport aircraft made by Lockheed. It ranks among the biggest transport aircraft in the entire world and is the biggest in the country. The Galaxy made its first test flight on June 30, 1968. The first aircraft was delivered on December 17, 1969. The aircraft are used only by the U.S. Air Force. Between 1968 and 1973, 81 C-5A type aircraft were built. 50 further aircraft were constructed between 1985 and 1989, however they were of the improved C-5B design. Number 1. Aero Spackline Super Guppy. Aircraft manufacturer from 1960 to 1968. The Super Guppy descended from the Pregnant Guppy, the company's original Guppy airplane. The Aero Spackline Super Guppy is a large American airplane made to carry large parts. The length of this enormous airplane may not be too bad compared to others in this list. The length is only 43 meters, the width is already a bit wider, 47 meters, and a height of 14 meters. If you guys like this video, be sure to subscribe and leave a like and a comment. Bye bye.